Hello, Thomas. Nice having you in the archive. So you're going to show us 2 objects today.
2 objects,
Yeah.
yes.
What's the first one?
The first one is Suikoden. So I've looked it up in our database and I found, I love the first Suikoden. Suikoden. And we have, I think, 3 of them. So let's check them out.
Do you know the place?
I know the place. I've written it down already.
Nice.
So I prepared.
Is it like a favorite game of
It's
yours?
one of my favorite RPGs. And it's for PlayStation 1 and also Sega Saturn, which people don't know.
It's on the Sega Saturn as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I found it somewhere down here. Here we have the one.
Oh, that's
Suikoden.
kind of yellow.
Yeah, it's an old copy of Suikoden, not very well taken care of. And this is actually not the one we got in Sweden. This is the, I think, French, German, maybe Spanish and Netherlands, Dutch version. So we got an English version in Sweden.
But it's an awesome RPG from Konami.
Exactly. And we actually have the
the
one from America also.
Very
so this
different
is the
covers.
Yeah, and they didn't make it better in the America. It's quite ugly actually. If you look close.
No, it was a plastic, yeah.
Especially this guy looks like he's been haunted or something. But it's a great game, and you can play with 108 characters, which is quite unique, I believe, at the time.
Did you find them all?
No, I just played maybe 60% of the game.
Oh, okay,
so I want to finish the game, but no time for that at the moment. And this was released in '97, I think.
Yeah, what was one of the first RPGs for the play? First very good RPGs.
It's kind of an older RPG. It's only 2D graphics, for example. So, but it's quite big. It's really big. Yeah. But people don't know that it's also released for the Sega Saturn, which we have over here in the Sega Saturn collection.
You are well prepared today.
Yeah, I'm well prepared. Exactly.
Nice.
Okay.
I didn't expect this.
It's somewhere.
And here we have a complete collection of all Saturn games from Japan. Oh,
exactly.
Nice.
Put this down.
More colors here.
Yeah, it's super beautiful. So thankfully they didn't release this in the States or Europe, but quite sadly, sad also. And here you see 108 characters. Yeah. Chaku Hachinin.
Very nice.
Super cool game. Yeah, there's a lot of. Today it's been like inflation in Suikoden games, but back then. Number 1 and 2 was for PlayStation. I don't think, no, it's just 1 for Sega Saturn. And then number 3, is it PlayStation 2 maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
But we actually have one more here.
Wow. You really looked up our...
Going back and he's changed the lanes. Okay, next video.
But we have prepared some more items over here.
Absolutely.
You are known as the Sega guy here in Sweden.
I love Sega, yes. And this is the rental cases for the console in the Nordics. So it's actually in both Swedish, Finnish, no Finnish over here, and then Danish and Norwegian. And Danish and Norwegian is kind of the same, but not. So it's rental, lay or lay. So it's cool.
I like that slogan, beat us if you can.
If you take a look at the first case, why is it 2 different cases? Because there's 2 different Mega Drives.
The first model and the second one.
So the first Mega Drive with the white button on the pad and the beautiful design of the first model.
Yeah, I love the design on the first one.
And normally you only got the RF unit, so you didn't get any. You got, of course, the power.
Yeah.
And a normal RF unit somewhere. Here it is.
Yeah.
And if you want a better picture, you had to buy something better. And in Europe, SCART, of course, RGB.
It was a big thing in most countries, I think. But I know about Sweden, it was a big thing to rent these consoles.
Yeah.
If you couldn't afford a new one.
Exactly. So Super Nintendo, they had almost the same cases. I think they.
Yeah, I think we have one actually standing here. The Yoshi for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Let's take a look at that one also. So if you wanted the competitor, You had to, and this is cool because you had the Super Nintendo here, and you have the chords going backwards. So that was quite good, actually.
Japun. But let's see the other one.
And the first company that rented out games was called Kanal 10, Channel 10 in Sweden. And then these guys took over called, I mean, it says somewhere here, Häntgruppen AB. And that stands for Home Entertainment. So it's kind of Swinglish over there. And here they have the beautiful second model of the Mega Drive. And you had the controllers down here.
Wow.
With the red button, of course.
Yeah.
And some instructions in Swedish. And normally you got the RF unit. But of course we have the
so maybe you
RGB.
Rented this console and also rented at least 2 games maybe? And your weekend was perfect?
It was perfect, but I think the games were quite expensive, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't, most people had the console, maybe bought at home, but rented the games.
Yeah. And here we have a lot of Mega Drive games. Just choose one and take it home with you today.
I would say not this one.
Oh, it's a shoot.
And not this one.
Oh.
So maybe
is quite good.
some classics instead, like Rock'n'Roll Racing and Ristar.
Yeah.
Also games.
Nice.
And one of the quite hard ones to get in European countries is this one, actually.
Oh.
It's very uncommon. I'm not sure why, but it's a late game, so around 96. It's very hard to find.
Cool. But thank you, Thomas, for showing us Suikoden and some other things.
Yep.
And also these rental cases for Sega Mega Drive.
Absolutely.
Yes, perfect.
Thank you. David.
Yes.
What's cooking?
Is it my turn?
Yes.
To find some good games or some objects that I like here in the archive. Actually, the first one is a Game & Watch game. My personal favorite Game & Watch game. Do you know?
My favorite is, of course, Manhole.
Oh, that's a good one also. But my favorite is Climber. And we have the crystal screen version, and we also have the first version. We can take him to the table here. Have you played this game, Thomas?
Never.
I used to think that it's like, you know about Ice Climber for the NES. This is like Ice Climber 0.
And you can pop the floors?
Yes. You actually... you can jump 2 times, dunk, dunk, and break the ceiling, and you jump up. And I think it's 30 or 25 floors. And then you have like a boss, an eagle that you will need to catch. And on like some stages, there's a dragon that you need to put in your sword in.
That's pristine.
Very pristine condition. Wow. And also this crystal screen, I think there were, is it like 3 or 4 games that were crystal screens? Maybe someone that's watching but I think 3 or 4. And as you can see, the screen is transparent.
You can look through
it. So you can look through it and have a different... But I used to play as a child. I had this foam as a background when I played. And actually here we have the... Yeah, we can do it
That's
like
a standard version.
Standard version. And I think there are like some more clouds in this version than it is from this version.
More clouds?
And I also find out that we have another version. Yeah, it's the same game as this one, but the packaging is different. And here we have, what you say, mint on card, never opened.
Let's see the back side. Nice.
So it's amazing to see it in this.
Is that a different kind of, no? It's kind of an American version, I think.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. It feels American, it also stands USA there.
And dollars on the...
Yeah. So that's my favorite Game & Watch game. I love it.
Your favorite Game & Watch.
Yeah,
what about other games?
The other games.
Other favorite objects.
I have a lot of favorite games, but a series that's close to my heart is the Contra series, or Probotector, as it is called here in Europe.
Enter the archive.
And one of the best Contra games, I think, is Contra Hard Corps for the Mega Drive. Maybe it's a little bit glossy.
No, it's fine.
This is an awesome action game. It's like action full time. You can play as 4 different characters. You see them here. And I always play as that little robot.
Yeah, exactly, the robot. And the robot is the only one still in the European version? No.
Yeah, I think
the wolf also, right?
Yeah, they have changed. They are robots in the other one, I think, but the robots is the same, and he can double jump and also what you call when you have a rocket on your back. So you can float in the air.
Hoover.
And he's so small, so he has a small hitbox.
Oh, nice.
So I love this game. In the Japanese version, you have 3 hits on each life, and on the other one, you die with 1 hit. So if you want to complete the game, it's much easier.
Do you prefer the European version or this version?
I used to play. I always prefer the Contra versions over the Pro Protector versions.
I really love Pro Protector.
Yeah, I know there are
That's my
like
favorite.
2 different sides. So that's 2 favorite objects from me in the archive.
Super nice.
Thank
you, David.
Thank you.